Welcome back, Clearwater readers. This is our day 3 of our at-home learning, and we've already done 2 sessions. And like I'm always going to do when it comes to the reading, I'm always going to show you what we've learned previously, just to jumpstart a little bit of our understanding and learning. So we learned a couple days ago that our new anchor chart was tools for understanding our books. And then we learned that you always check that you're getting it. You always go back and reread. And then I taught you yesterday to make a movie to picture what's really happening. So today, what I'm going to teach you is to keep track of who's talking. Now, you might notice these symbols. These are called quotation marks, okay? So quotation marks are used in a lot of fiction stories. The author uses those to keep track of who's talking. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to read a couple pages with quotation marks in them, and then we will have an assignment for you guys to do when you're reading a fiction book at home. Okay, so I'm going to use our trusty Zelda and Ivy the Runaways, and I'm going to go to page 25. The bushes rustled again. Out stepped Zelda. What are you doing? Just checking on Princess Mimi, Ivy admitted. She took a deep breath. Zelda, your lucky jewel is missing. Okay, so I'm going to hold the book up, and you'll notice there are a lot of quotation marks on that page. Okay, so the reason why the author uses these quotation marks is to exactly what the post-it said, to keep track of who is talking. Okay, so the first sentence, it says, the bushes rustled again. Out stepped Zelda. What are you doing? So we know that Zelda is asking Ivy, what are you doing? And then Ivy responds, just checking on Princess Mimi, Ivy admitted. So that's her responding to Zelda. And the author used quotation marks so we could keep track of who's talking. Okay. And one more example I'm going to show you before you go and practice and find your own quotation marks in your book is on page 25. It's on 27, pardon me. Zelda narrowed her eyes. I might have had to borrow it back for my piano recital. Ivy opened the box again. I need Princess Mimi too. Zelda nodded. Let's put in our worm book. Now that I think of it, I'm sure the children of the future would prefer a good story. So it looks like they put in a storybook called Philip the Worm. So if you notice on this page, it says, Zelda narrowed her eyes. I might have had to borrow that for my piano recital. So we know that Zelda was the one that was playing piano. If we forgot, we could always go back and reread. So Zelda said that, and then Ivy opened the box again, and then she said, I need Princess Mimi back too. So if you notice the quotation marks around those lines, it's the dialogue that the characters are saying. Just remember that the authors use those to keep track of who's talking. So if you have some fiction books at home, choose a just right fiction book that you can read for the next 10 to 15, 20 minutes. Look for those quotation marks in your books, okay? Keep track of who's talking, because that's what the intention is the character's dialogue. And then what I want you to do, all first graders, is I need you to take a picture of a section of a page, or however you can fit it in the picture, dialogue between two characters with quotation marks. Okay, so make sure to take a picture of it. That's going to be your evidence. And then you need to submit that to your teacher the way that they want assignments to be submitted. Okay, so it was an interesting week 1 of at-home learning. I know that we are going to get really used to it because since we're not going to be back in school for the remainder of the year. So I hope you had a great week. And remember, keep reading, doing your Lexia, and stay on top of it. Okay, we'll see you next week.